Welcome to the Expense Pre-Approval Learning Line. This learning line will teach you how to create and enhance a digital pre-approval workstream. Follow along with the lessons to learn how to use PulpStream to unleash your workforce. Let's begin. Start by logging into PulpStream and accessing the stream's management area. So in the upper right side of your screen, you will see a gear icon. And in the pull-down menu, select Streams Management. From the Your Streams page, click on the big blue plus sign to create a new stream. We're going to create our stream using the wizard. So in the pop-up here on the General tab, give the stream a name. In the description, we will type descriptive text. We will be collecting request information. Now, expense approval requests generally require a few pieces of information to process. We'll click on this Add Another Field text to create 4 fields to store the information. We want to know why the employee is requesting expense reimbursement, so in the first field, let's name that Purpose. The title is the text that will appear atop the field in the digital form that employees will use to submit the request. The name will auto-populate, and this is what the PulpStream engine uses to manage the information on the back end. It will always auto-populate, so you don't need to worry about that right now. The type part of the field tells PulpStream what type of information this is. So in this first field, we want the employee to type in the purpose of the expense, so in the pull-down, we're going to select Text Field. The next field, we will give it a title of description. Again, the name auto-populates, and again, the type will be text. And we need to know how much funding the employee is requesting, right? So in the third field, type amount into the title field. And since this is where we start talking about money, we are going to choose currency. And for the fourth field, we'll call it send for approval to. And in the type, we want to choose user. Click on done. And that's it. You have created a basic work stream. You will land here on your summary. This is where you would see all the versions of your stream that are currently being edited or are in use by people out in the field. Now, this stream definition canvas is where you can access all of the components that you need to make a robust digital stream. You'll notice that on the right-hand side of the screen, you'll have a components catalog. This is where you'll find your data components, your forms, your roles and permissions, milestones, escalations, documents, email templates. We'll be creating some of those today. And at this point, you'll see a requests form in your components catalog, and that's the one that we just created, so let's edit it. You can either double-click to open it or hover your mouse over it to reveal that edit function and click on that. In this pop-up, you will see all the fields that we made earlier, and this is your digital form that will get used by employees who are requesting expense approval. Now, we will need the employee to fill out all of the fields on this form that we are making, so let's make all the fields required. Let's edit the purpose field first, and in the field attributes pull-down menu, choose required. Save your changes. And we're going to do this for the description as well as the amount. And feel free to pause the video. Save your changes. Save your changes. And now that we have our basic digital request form, we need to create a way to engage stakeholders in the business process. Let's do that with email notifications. We're going to create 2 new email templates. The first template will notify the employee in the event that the request is approved, and the second template will notify the employee that the request has been rejected. Here on your stream definition canvas on the right side of your screen in your components catalog, go down to the email templates and hover your mouse over it to reveal the new function. Click on new. And let's create the approval email template first. In the title field, let's give it a simple title that any future employee who has to manage the stream would understand. such as approval notice. In the Who is Sender field, we were going to specify who would be identified as the sender of the email, so choose Record Submitter. In the email subject line, type a standard subject line that's applicable to all expense requests. And in the body here, we'll type in the message, "Dear so-and-so, request was approved with the following comments." So on the right side of the subject line and the body sections, you'll see a magnifying glass. Click on this to find merge field values that you can use to automatically populate your email templates with personalized information. Now in this pop-up, you will see tabs for data component fields, record meta fields, and task meta fields. We want our emails to be addressed to the person who created the record, so click on the Record Meta Fields tab and scroll down to find Requested By and click on that. And depending on your business culture, you may be on a first name basis with your colleagues, or you may not have met them at all because they're not on the same continent as you, so you'd be on a full name basis there. I'm going to select full name here, copy that, and paste it in to the body of the email where you want that information to populate. So we're going to put this right after dear so that it says dear full name. Next, we want to populate any comments that the expense approver made. So click on the magnifying glass and on the Task Meta Fields tab, scroll down and find completion comments. And last but not least, we want the email to be signed by the person who approved the request. So it's completed by. And that's it. So now that we've created our approval notice email template, we will need to create our rejection notice email template. And you're going to create this one on your own. When you're done, your email should look like this. Notice that we used merge field values to populate information that's relevant. So we're going to save our changes. So now that we have created both an approval and a rejection email notification template, they will be available to us in our components catalog here in the email templates section. In your stream definition canvas navigation menu, you will see a variety of pre-made steps that you can drag and drop into your workstream. Click on user task and hold down your mouse to drag it into your workstream. When it's on your stream definition canvas, it will open and give you various editing options. As you can see here, we will start in the General tab to give this task a subject and a due date. So in the task subject field, we will name it Review Request. And we don't need to worry about all the fields right now. We are going to edit those later. But in the Select a Form to show record details to task assignee section, make sure that the request form that we made earlier is selected here from the pull-down menu. And let's give the user 2 days to complete the task after the request was created. So in the pull-down menu for when will this task be due after creation, select it will be due on days specified here and enter in a number of days that we want to give them. We're going to give them 2. So next, let's click on the assignment tab. We are going to assign this task to a user present in a field. And in the pull-down menu to the right of that, choose Send for Approval To. So that way we send it for approval to a user in a field. Now in the assignment options, check the boxes below it, if they are not already checked, to allow delegation of this task and to send task assignment notification email. You will also see a section called Action Buttons that are available to the task assignee. In the pull-down menu to the right of that, select Approve, Reject, or Send Back to Requester. Now that we've configured the assignment options, we need to tell Bulbstream when to send those emails. So click on the Event Actions tab, and we are going to create 2 events and specify the conditions that will trigger the action. Now this page may or may not have a default event created for you. If it does not, click on the Add Event button. And in the event field, we want to select Task Completed from the pull-down menu. The completion action will be approved. The event condition will be always. Now, the event actions section can be configured to take multiple actions when a condition is detected. From the pull-down menu, select Send Email, and in the Use Template pull-down menu to the right of that, choose the Approval Notice email template that we just created. And the recipient should be Record Submitter. When you're done, your first event should look like the one here on the screen. Next, let's add a second event to specify the conditions that would trigger the rejection email notification. So click on that Add Event button, and in the Event pull-down menu, select Task Completed. The completion action this time will be rejected, so choose that in the pull-down menu. And the event condition will be always, again, use the pull-down menu to find that option. Now, the event actions are going to be the same as the last one, but we are going to use a different email template. So in the Event Actions pull-down menu, choose Send Email. And in the Use Template, select the Rejection Notice email template that we created for this purpose. And the recipient will be Record Submitter. At this point, your Event Actions tab should look like the one on my screen. Now scroll up, save your changes to the user task, and you will be taken back to your stream definition canvas. And there you'll see our freshly configured step, which is now displayed with the name that we gave it earlier, Review Request. Connect it to the Start Process step and the Endpoint step by hovering your mouse over the step and dragging a line over from the arrow that appears to what we want to connect it to. Now save your process and check in your stream. I enter check-in comments every time, so that way we have accurate logs. This is helpful during audits or debugging situations. So we are now ready to publish our workstream and make it available in the stream catalog. So here, from the Your Streams page on the Summary tab, click on the Publish button. Select the request form that we created, and in this description, type in something that will be displayed under the title in the catalog. If you plan to create multiple workstreams that are related to each other, this catalog folder will be useful to you. So let's create an accounting folder. Make a few comments about the stream creation endeavor for the public record to tie a bow on the matter if you like. And click Publish. Also make sure that you select the folder that you just created in order for the form to go in there, and then click Publish. And that's it. The first version of your workstream has been published. You can go to your homepage to see it in your Forms catalog, which is accessible with this action button here underneath your logo. There it is. You can test your form by clicking on the form you created and taking a walk in the shoes of someone who wants an expense approved. That wraps up Skill Station 1. At our next Skill Station, we are going to learn how to use decisions to send a workflow in different directions.